The Apostles' Creed is so called because it's one of the very earliest statements of the Christian faith.
Of course, the creed itself was drawn up long after the time of the apostles, but we can say that it has all the stamp of apostolic authority.
Christianity is based on a revelation from God that we find in Scripture, and Christians found that when they needed to give a public declaration of faith, for example, when they were being baptized, there was a need for an agreed form of words.
And so it's really a summary of the early Christian beliefs.
It gathers together the very fundamental facts of the Christian faith and expresses them very, very simply and crisply and clearly. So here's a good foundation and a syllabus for teaching and for the understanding of our faith.
In other words, it says, look, here are the major themes of Scripture: creation, fall, redemption, consummation. That helps us explain what the faith is to other people, but also enables us to go back to Scripture and trace these themes for ourselves. If you like, the Creed is a superb learning aid for Christians.
These words, these short sentences about God, about Jesus, about the Spirit, and about us, encapsulated in shorthand form almost what they knew was the faith that the earliest apostles had themselves taught.
One of the factors that led the early Christians to realize the need for creeds was that the Bible could be interpreted in different ways by different people. And in the first 2 centuries, one of the things people discovered was that the Bible was being interpreted in some very strange ways by people. There was a real need for a public, authoritative interpretation of the Bible, something that would be absolutely faithful to what the apostles intended. And one of the reasons why the creeds came into existence was to give the church a public statement of its faith, which was absolutely faithful to Scripture, but also which could be protected from distortion by heretics.
And so this is the way creeds originated in the beginning: to instruct new converts, to nurture the believers, and also to protect the church against false teachings.
Before people got baptized in the early church, they would have gone through a process of instruction. This is not at the time of the New Testament church, but subsequently later. And they would have gone through what many churches do today by way of instruction in the faith. And it was used as the basis of those what were called catechumenate classes.